My name is Victoria Winters. A stranger has come to the gloomy old mansion called Collinwood, determined to uncover secrets hidden inside its walls. But her first night has been filled with terror.
Hello.
Mr. Devlin?
Yes.
This is Sarah Johnson.
Now, what is it, Mrs. Johnson?
I'm sorry if I woke you, but I couldn't afford to wait till later. I thought I'd better call you while everyone was asleep.
Well, never mind about that. Have you got some information?
Something's happened here that I think you ought to know about.
What?
Well, I don't want to go into it now. Someone might come downstairs or pick up the extension. When can I come see you?
I'll be here all morning, part of the afternoon. Pick your time.
Well, it'll have to be in the afternoon before I can get away. I have a lot of duties here this morning.
Can't you give me some idea of what's going on?
I can only tell you that I have been frightened, and frightened in a way that I've never been frightened before.
What?
Of this house. I'm not a superstitious woman, but something happened here that there's only one explanation for. This house is haunted.
Haunted? What are you talking about?
Well, I don't want to go into it now, but I have arthritis, Doctor.
Doctor, is there someone there with you?
That's right.
Then hang up. I'll see you later.
Oh, fine.
Good morning, Mrs. Johnson.
Good morning. I hope you didn't mind my using the telephone.
Not at all. Aren't you feeling well?
Well, I have a touch of arthritis. I guess I'm just getting old. But I would like to go in to see the doctor this afternoon if you think it's all right with your mother.
Oh, I'm sure it will be.
Well, let's have coffee for you over there.
Oh, I'm not used to such service. Good morning.
Oh, good morning.
Hello, Vicky. Do you want some coffee?
Yes, please.
Have you two met? Oh, yes, we met yesterday.
Could I fix either of you some breakfast?
Not for me, thanks. The coffee's fine. I'll get something for myself later, thank you.
All right, then I'll just go on with my dusting if it's all right with you.
Where did you disappear to last night? I went into town. To the movie. With Joe? I went alone. Did you like the movie? As much as I could like any movie I saw all by myself. Well, I'd have gone with you if I knew you were going. Yes, I know that, Vicky. Carolyn, you have no reason in the world to be mad at me. Haven't I? I haven't done anything for you to be mad at. I'm not mad exactly. I just thought we were better friends than we are, that's all. Well, why aren't we friends? Because I accepted that ride to Bangor with Burke Devlin? What else could I do? He was going to Bangor anyway, and he offered me a lift. What reason would I have for turning him down? None, I suppose. It wasn't as though we planned it. It was just a coincidence. Oh, no, you told me that already. Well, don't you believe me? Vicky, are you sure nothing went on between you and Burke in Bangor? Of course I'm sure. Something must have happened. That's silly. I ran into Burke a couple of times when I was there. But you know why I made that trip. And you know it had nothing to do with Burke. I don't know why you called Uncle Roger late at night and had him come all the way to Bangor to get you. Because I had no way of getting back. The last bus had left. Why didn't you ride with Burke? You told me he offered you a ride. Because I didn't want to ride with him. Why not? You were perfectly willing to accept a ride up there with him. That was a mistake I didn't want to repeat. Why? Please don't ask me to explain. I can't. At least I can't right now. All right, Vicky. But you can't stop me from coming to my own conclusions. Well, then they're wrong conclusions. Believe me, there is nothing between Burke and myself. There never has been and there never will be. As a matter of fact, he is the last man in the world I'd want to be involved with. The last man in the world. Isn't that going a bit overboard? I mean it. I don't want to contact him. I don't want to see him. I don't want to have anything to do with him. And someday you'll feel the same way.
Becky, you sound almost as if you're afraid of Burke.
If I am, I have a reason to be. A good reason.
I called you to remind you I'm waiting for your answer, Hearn. What is there to think about? You know I'm offering you and your men more money than you'll ever make working for Elizabeth Stoddard. Better job, shorter hours. What else do you want? What is it a question of? All right. Think it over. But I want a decision, and I want it soon. The deadline is Thursday. I have to know by then. I'll be expecting to hear from you. Come in, Mrs. Johnson. Did anyone see you come up here?
No.
Good. Now, what's this about? What's all this about a haunted house?
Well, if you'd been with me last night, you'd have seen. I'll tell you, I'm so frightened, I don't know if I can stay in that house.
What?
I mean it. I never counted on an experience like I had last night. Never.
Here, calm down. Come over here and sit. Now tell me about it.
Well, there was sobbing coming from a padlocked room in the cellar.
Sobbing?
Yes. Nobody in that house could have been in that room, and there couldn't have been no human being in that room. It had to be something inhuman.
Come on now, Mrs. Johnson. You're a sensible woman. You surely don't believe that.
Yes, I do. I was there. You weren't. I know what happened.
And it frightens you enough to give out on everything that we're working on?
Well, of course I'm frightened. Wouldn't you be?
Well, it could be the ventilating systems.
The ventilating systems.
Yes. Ventilating systems in old houses like Collinwood. Miles and miles of pipe connecting the rooms. If someone made a sound in one of the rooms, it'd be heard in another room, or maybe even in the basement.
And you think what I heard must have come from another room?
It's the only logical explanation I can think of.
Well, why would anybody be sobbing in the middle of the night like that?
I don't know. What do I know from sobbing women and females?
Well, I guess it could have happened that way.
It could have happened, and it probably did. Oh, Mrs. Johnson, you don't believe in the bogeyman. Come on, you don't believe in that.
Oh, you make me sound foolish.
I don't mean to. I just don't want you to give up.
I won't give up.
Good.
I know, whatever happens, I have to stay in that house. I owe that to Mr. Malloy. You know, I feel more than ever that the key to his murder is somewhere there in Collinwood.
I know. It's somewhere in that house. Oh, by the way, don't call me again from Collinwood. It's too risky. No one must know there's ever been any connection between you and me.
Well, somebody in that house already does know.
What?
It's only David. He caught me snooping around earlier in the basement, and he asked me if I was spying for Mr. Devlin.
How did he make that connection?
Well, I think that day that you made him apologize to me, he decided that we like each other better than we pretend.
Well, if he tells his Aunt Elizabeth what he saw, if he saw you in the basement, the ball game's over.
I don't think he'll tell her.
Why not?
He likes you, and he hates his father, but he'll do anything for you. He said he wouldn't tell, and I think that he meant it.
I guess I'll just have to keep in his good graces. That goes for some other people who live in that house.
Well, if you're talking about young Carolyn Stoddard, you don't have to worry about her. But you better keep your eye on it and watch out for that Miss Winters.
Why do you say that?
Well, I overheard her this morning telling Carolyn, well, she came right out practically and said she was afraid of you.
Afraid of me? Well, why should she say that?
Well, I don't know, but it had something to do with a trip to Bangor.
Oh, that's ridiculous. I gave her no reason in the world to be afraid of me.
Well, I don't know. That's what I overheard. She said she was afraid.
Why?
I couldn't tell you.
A strange thing did happen. One minute she was going to ride back to Collinsport with me, and the next she decided to stay in Bangor overnight. I thought it was odd at the time.
Oh, she didn't stay in Bangor overnight. She called Roger Collins to come and get her that night, and he did.
Roger? She called Roger? I don't understand. She was willing to ride with me a half hour before we were supposed to leave. And then she changed her mind. If I frightened her, it must have happened in that half hour. I spent most of the time in a business meeting. I didn't even speak to her except to tell her that we were going to leave. It doesn't make any sense at all.
Well, just the same. You expecting anyone?
No. Who is it? Just a minute. Ezra, come in. I know I told you I wanted fast action, but I didn't expect to see you so soon.
I talked to the men. We made a decision. Thought there wasn't any point in wasting time letting you know what it is.
I feel the same way. What is it?
We're turning down your offer. Sticking to our old jobs.
Why?
Because that's what we want.
Name your price. I'll meet it.
We haven't got a price.
Then you're the first man I've ever met who don't.
Could be, but that's how it is.
Ezra, are you staying with Elizabeth Stoddard out of some misguided sense of loyalty?
Not misguided.
What is Elizabeth Stoddard to you, a patron saint?
No, just a woman who's fed us and provided for us most of our lives. We figure we owe her something in return. We're not stupid, Burke. At least not as stupid as you must think.
What is that supposed to mean?
We know what you're trying to do to Mrs. Stoddard. We know you're trying to run her out of business.
So what's wrong with a little honest competition?
Nothing, but we don't want to be a part of what you're trying to do.
Ezra, do you have any idea what you're throwing away?
Yep. More money than any of us will probably ever see.
And that doesn't matter to you.
It matters, but not enough.
Ezra, you've made a fast decision. And a fast decision can be a sentimental decision. Now think over what I told you and come back.
We thought it over. We made a decision. It isn't likely that will change our minds. The answer is no.
All right, I'll get other men.
Fishermen, maybe. Not men who can manage and run a cannery. They don't exist in these parts. If they did, you wouldn't have made us the offer that you did.
Get out of here.
Why not? We've said everything that we've got to say to each other.
I overheard. I'm sorry.
Don't be. There's more than one way to skin a cat. Or drop a bombshell in a Collins house.
What do you mean?
Watch.
Hello.
Hello, yourself?
Who is this?
You don't recognize my voice? That's not very flattering.
Burke?
And that lady, a Cupid doll and a big black cigar.
Well, this is a surprise.
Why, Carolyn? Don't tell me your phone isn't worn out, all those calls you must get from admirers.
Oh, is that what you are?
I might be placed in that category. What are you doing tonight?
Nothing. Why?
You're free. How about having dinner with me?
I'm free as a breeze, Burke, and I'd love to have dinner with you.
Let's make it 7 o'clock at the Blue Wing.
Great. I'll see you then.
I'll be waiting.
Hey, what's the hurry? Vicky, I'm sorry for the way I behaved this morning. I was silly and suspicious and a dope.
What brought this on?
Well, I just realized I was wrong. I'm apologizing. Will you accept my apology?
Of course I will.
You're friends again?
Friends.
Good. As long as we're friends, could I borrow your blue scarf to wear tonight?
Sure.
Good, thanks.
What's the occasion? Do you have a date?
Oh, I very definitely have a date.
With Joe?
No,
Who with?
an admirer.
I thought we were friends again.
We are friends. I have a date with Burke Devlin.
Burke?
I have hours to get ready, but I want to decide what I'm going to wear. Excuse me?
Carolyn, wait.
Why?
I want to talk to you.
Vicky, I'm in a rush.
Can't it wait? No, it can't. It's important. Please.
All right. Let's go in the drawing room. If you could tell me not to go out with Burke, save your breath. You can't go out with him. Name me one good reason why I can't.
Well, you know what he's doing to your family.
It's business. Mother can handle competition. She always has.
It isn't just business. You know about him and your Uncle Roger.
All right. Burke has a grudge against Uncle Roger. Maybe he has good reason to.
You're blinding yourself against so much.
I'm not blinding myself to anything, Vicky. I know Burke, and he's not as black as he's painted in this house.
That's just it. You don't know him.
And you do.
I know he can be very dangerous.
Dangerous?
How? He can hurt you badly.
Why would Burke want to hurt me?
Because you're Collins.
You mean you think he's trying to use me?
Isn't it possible?
No, Vicky, it is not possible. And I'll tell you why. Because Burke likes me. As a person. As a girl.
Carolyn.
The trouble with you is you just don't want to admit that Burke likes me.
That isn't it. That isn't it at all.
Well, I think it is. As a matter of fact, I have proof of what I'm talking about. You remember the day I had lunch with Burke in Bangor?
Yes.
He gave me a present. Men don't give presents to girls they don't like.
You let him buy your loyalty with a simple present.
No, it wasn't a simple present. As a matter of fact, it was very expensive. It was a beautiful silver filigreed fountain pen. And it was worth a lot of money.
A fountain pen?
Mm-hmm. Burke's pen. He said there were only a few like it in the world, and he wanted me to have it. I guess that proves something.
Where is this pen? I haven't seen you use it.
Uncle Roger found out about it. He took it away from me. He said he was going to give it back to Burke.
And that's what happened to it. Your uncle gave it to Burke.
No, he lost it.
Lost it?
Yes, he was furious.
When did he lose it?
A few weeks ago. As a matter of fact, I can tell you the exact night. Because something terrible happened that night. Bill Malloy was killed.
What chance has a poor mortal in a household full of witches? Watch poor Darren cope with his wife and his daughter's antics on Bewitched, tonight at 9, 8 o'clock Central Time on ABC. Dark Shadows is a Dan Curtis production.